Now, here's the feeling. Gradually press. Wow. Give it a close shot, please. You could see when the latency period is perfect, the eggs will gush out freely. You don't need to add more pressure on it before it gush out. You see, I still have some egg in there, okay? But my hand is dry. You can easily have a small liquid in your hand, okay, to rub the tummy so that there will be a free stripping of the eggs. You see? Then you wash. When it's about bringing blood, or you yourself will feel it that the tummy is getting empty, at that stage, stop. Don't allow external fluids to come in contact with your head. If it does, what will happen is that the fluid will react on the eggs as if it expands. Whereas it is not. What it simply does is that it will close the microspines of the eggs, which after a while, the eggs will become a dead eggs. Can you see now? When I discover the tummy is a bit empty, I stopped. Then gently you release your female. Ideally, you could see I make use of 3 female, and I now strip it freely. And this is the male. This is the male. Okay? And for a perfect and good result, you remove it. The blade. For a perfect and good result, try to strip the female separately. Okay? When you do that, some may be okay, some may not be okay. When with times I discovered that when you pull it together, some that also have other fluid that is not properly being matured will affect other ends. Therefore, I decided to strip them separately in a separate bowl and fertilize it separately in a separate bowl. This is the meat that I got from the May. You could see, wow, 2-3 drops of this meat is enough. Okay, you should realize that your eggs are just in thousand, while your meat are in millions. Okay, your meat are in millions. And I'm conscious of my time. Also, the way I'm doing, I'm very, very conscious of my time. Okay? Because the lifespan of the sperm is not as long as the eggs. So, you see it? Then you use something that is very flexible to roll it, to sterilize it. During stirring, don't let it be too fast so that there won't be much damage on your egg during stirring. Okay? When you stir, what I'm first doing is what we call dry fertilization. Dry fertilization in the sense that I refuse to add any fluid first. I allow the meat to come in contact with the sperm. You could see this our normal saline solution. Sorry. Yeah, I'm careful. You could see when you are adding your saline, don't let it be too much, or else when it's too much, the eggs will be going astray. Astray in the sense that they will just be using the medium to be roaming about, swimming, without doing exactly what we want them to do. Okay? So it will first add it gently. Okay? When you add it, you turn it to scale, you allow it to rest. During that resting, that is the period, these sperm swim to the micropyles of the eggs, allowing them to rest for a while. At that period, you allow, and the function of the saline solution is simply to be like a catalyst for the sperm to get more medium for them to swim towards every eggs micropyles. And due to this, if your Kankaban incubator is well prepared, then now when you have done it, you've done it separately, and what I'm still calculating in within myself for like maybe 60 seconds, all what will happen has happened. Okay, for that period. So for easy turning again, I'm now joining them together. Mind you, don't strip together, don't pull it together. After separated fertilization, then you can now pull together for easy spreading in your tanks. In absence of saline solution, you can use your normal water. The only difference is that the lifespans of the so-called sperm is going to be shorter. It's going to be shorter, and if you use saline solution, it will make the lifespans of those sperm to be more longer. Instead of like staying for like 1 minute before it lasts, it can stay up to 4 or 5 minutes in the saline solution than inside ordinary water. And when you see the foaming formation occurring in the eggs, shows that fertilization has taken place. And here, spreading it to make sure that your cankerban, that is the nest, is properly being submerged in the water. Then you spread evenly. Evenly in the sense that don't allow the eggs to cluster too much in one space. When they do not cluster, it will really help them. When they cluster, some of them will be close to the microspire, which should not allow the development of the embryo to take place. Please reduce the water, the inflow of water. Okay. At this stage, you have to be careful because of the mechanical reaction on them. When you are spreading, don't allow the inflow of the water there to be much so that it will not affect the shock, will not affect your eggs. Okay, Sheldon, let me spread it. Let me do the next coffee. Okay. Good. So that there won't be a shock on them. And there is what we call a cold shock and warm shock. Allow the temperature of the water to be normal compared to the environment the eggs is coming from. All these little things that is not being put into consideration leads to a lot of the dead eggs. At initial stage, up to like 15, 16 hours, the eggs will still be valid. But suddenly you will just see a change, a drastic changes on the eggs, while almost 60-70% of them have turned to whitish. It's not everything that shows that maybe the eggs is not good. It's due to the handlings. It's due to the handlings of the heads, either during steering, either during fertilization, or by shock of the inflow. That must be stopped. Must be stopped when you are spreading your egg to avoid a mechanical shock on your heads. When you spread them evenly, it will really help. Really, really help. The action will be. I still add some else, thousands of eggs and to the brush. You can now just drop your brush inside the incubator. After a while, they are going to add. Ladies and gentlemen, it is lovely using a very cool environment for your production, and the handling of the fish is the very most important. And after spreading the eggs, you allow the eggs to settle down for like maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, invariably. Then you can put on your system. That is, if you are using a full supplementary system, you can put on your system here. Like if you see, this is our jumbo ball filter that do the filtration, that is the removal of the ammonia and the water, and perfect filtration with the UV to remove the bacteria and the germs from it. In the next edition, we'll tell you more about it.
Thank you,
You
sir.
are welcome to the world of fisheries.